Shared faith can build powerful relationships. Senator Chris Coons tells me he's seen it firsthand during a weekly Bible study with a bipartisan group of colleagues.
I've had a chance to hear really powerful, moving stories from some of the most conservative Republican members of the Senate, and it's built real bridges of friendship for us. And I hope the weeks that I've spoken, they've seen the same, that even though they think I'm terribly misguided and have awful policy ideas, that I'm actually not that bad a person and a decent Christian and someone who is caring and a good friend.
While a similar study group meets in the House, the prayer breakfast is a chance to bring in the rest of the country.
My prayer is that we would still the noise, the anger, that we would make quiet our hearts and make space in our lives for that which moves us, grounds us, inspires us, and allows us to see the divine in each other.
President Biden will speak in person at this year's event after having to appear virtually last year. As the pandemic continues and many Americans struggle with grief, Coons says he believes the president's most powerful testimony is that of staying faithful through great personal tragedy.
When he was a brand new, young, promising, newly elected senator, to lose his wife and daughter just before Christmas in a terrible car accident. And just a few years ago now, when he was vice president, he lost his beloved son, Bo, whose birthday will be this Thursday, the day of the prayer breakfast. He connects with people who are living through grief. He found a way to turn towards God, not away from God, even in one of those moments of loss that just makes millions of people question, why go on? Why should we endure this suffering?
Meanwhile, some critics on the left are calling for members of Congress to stop participating in the National Prayer Breakfast. The Freedom from Religion Foundation is sending letters to lawmakers, connecting the breakfast to the January 6th Capitol attack and raising concerns about the dangers of Christian nationalism.
Frankly, at the end of the day, if we're going to have a robust, wide open global prayer breakfast, there will be people with whom we disagree. That's part of being human. I'd rather have a genuine celebratory annual prayer breakfast than say I'm going to refuse to go if there's a handful of people with whom I deeply disagree.
Brian Stevenson, author of the best-selling book Just Mercy, and inspiration for the film, will be this year's keynote speaker. Stevenson is also the founder and executive director of the Equal Justice Initiative, a human rights organization committed to ending mass incarceration and challenging injustice. Caitlin Burke, CBN.